The fabulous show. I'm your host, Joy Willett, for this week's episode. And today we are going to be talking about something really, really special with our incredible guests. It's going to be about being thankful and how gratitude changes everything. So, are you ready? Let's talk. There we go. Hello, hello, hello to my amazing guests. And I am completely grateful that you all have decided to come on and share your gratitude and the ways to be thankful with our guests today and our audiences. So I'm going to go around and ask you where you're beaming in from. Bob, let's start with you.
Hello, my name is Bob Hemenger. And I'm coming from Pagosa Springs, Colorado, which is kind of southwest part of the state.
I know that place well, Bob.
Yes, you do.
I lived there for many years. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Julianne,
you.
where are you?
I'm Ann Meyer, and I am in Port Angeles, Washington. If you've ever seen the movie Twilight, that's where I live.
How cool is that? I'm going to have to rewatch it just to see that, Julianne. Yamilca?
Hi, everybody. My name is Yamilca Rodriguez, and I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Very cool. Thank you. And Dorina, where are you beaming in from today?
Hi, my name's Dorina Lanza, and I am in Palm Beach, Florida.
Cool. We've got all different climes here. My goodness. And thank you for being on the show, everyone. And today we are going to be talking about some very, I feel, important things to bring in our holiday season. We're in November. It's the season of Thanksgiving for us in the United States and the harvest, and then kicking off until the end of the year. So I'd like to go around and ask a few of you, what does it mean to be grateful? Just a couple of sentences. And I'm going to start with you, Miss Julianne. And we're going to bring you over here.
All right. Well, I love this question because for me, being grateful and gratitude is focusing on the positive. It's really finding the jewel in what is going on. Even if it's not what you're choosing for yourself, it can be absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. And Yamilca, we're going to bring you into the hot seat here. And
yes. So for me, I think it's a bit of a magical secret that people don't use a lot. Being grateful is a place where you can actually make dreams come true.
Ooh, we've got magic, we've got jewels. And now, Dorina, what are you going to share with all of us?
Well, there are lots of times when there seems to be no reason to be grateful. And I'm going through one of them right now, major surgery tomorrow, a bunch of other stuff, Kitty on her last legs. And living in Palm Beach, I do walk on the beach. And every time I go, I'm grateful for the sand. I'm grateful for the ocean and how beautiful it is to be down here in November. And it's still gorgeous out. And I find that just having that gratitude triggers all kinds of great things to show up.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. And so now we're going to have one of our guests share their secret.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bob Hemenger, and I am talking to you from my backyard in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. I want to give a thank you to Joy for inviting me to be a part of today's panel and discussion. Believe it or not, Joy and I met back in the 90s. I can't remember the specific year, right here in Pagosa Springs when she used to live in this beautiful place. So, gratitude, I can't think of a more important thing to be talking about. Even saying the word gratitude kind of just warms the heart center up, at least for me. Sometimes I even feel like I need to bow when I say gratitude. It's just one of those words that connects, at least for me, and I hope it does for you as well. Grateful means we are full of great things. And when we notice all these great things, strangely enough, more things come when we honor that. And to be truly grateful, oh, that's a quest every day. Thank you so much for having me today, and I can't wait to hear what everybody has to say.
So, Bob, we're going to bring you over one moment here. Oh, please. There we go.
There it is. Hello, hello.
Hello. That was so beautiful. What did everyone else think listening to that? Julianne, I saw you kind of going, What
Well,
before we get Bob?
honestly, for me, I was just mesmerized by your voice, Bob. I was like, wow, that's melodic. It just made me feel at peace. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why, Bob. Bob, share a little bit about some of the things that you do, and then also a little bit more about the magic of gratitude too.
Sure. I'll tell you what, I got a lot of gratitude for all the incredible things I get to do. I feel like I'm just one of the luckiest people around. And I know sometimes people say, don't use the word lucky. It's opportunity and preparedness coming together and all these things. And I still feel like I'm just lucky. Things seem to go well. And I do think that's gratitude plays a big piece of that. There is this, if life is this giant wheel that keeps spinning and we get to come onto it for a little bit, enjoy the ride, and it keeps going. I really feel that being grateful is what greases that wheel. And somebody else mentioned it as well. When you live in that state of gratitude, it just seems like more good things happen.
Wow.
So,
Hold, please.
Well, that's pretty funny.
I have to do that every now and then. I know. But
that's pretty funny. I get a mic drop. I am a musician, and I'm an educator, and I teach primitive skills and how to track animals and how indigenous people lived off the land, with the land. I also have a radio show, and I'm trying to break into the voiceover world if AI will let me, and doing those kinds of things. Just enjoying every day. It's amazing the gifts that we get.
And isn't that
waking up in the morning?
Isn't that just that little phrase, right? Enjoying every day, right? And as you said, it's almost, as you said, greases the wheel, right? For more, right? That frequency. It's amazing. We're going to come back to you, Bob, because, well, anybody can jump in, by the way, here, guys. If you just get spurred on by something one of us says, put your hand up, or if I see you guys squirming, I'll bring you front and center. All right. Yamilca, what say you about just what we've been talking about here?
Yeah, so I have to say, Bob, I loved your background. That looked fake. I know it wasn't, but it was like that incredible Colorado background. It was just beautiful. So that's really, for me, it was like, oh my God, he gets to live in heaven. So grateful for that.
I love that. Dorina, what say you, young lady? What say you?
Yeah, that background made me want to go skiing.
There's snow coming. The snow is coming.
Oh, there's some areas already open. Yeah, I know. Yeah, one thing that really caught me was when you said that, gratitude, grateful, you're full of great stuff. I thought that was a very insightful comment. I really appreciated that one. So
Absolutely. So I have too much fun. I can't
I
help
know,
it.
it's like, really?
Yeah, I know. You just, okay. So with that thought, Dorina, Yamilca, Julianne, and Bob, let's listen to our next guest.
Gratitude when you're tired. There are times when gratitude doesn't come easily, when you're too tired to chase after silver linings or force optimism. But even then, especially then, it helps to notice what's still here. The ocean that keeps breathing when you forget to. My little kitty Whitefoot, still hanging in there, reminding me what endurance looks like. A body that's healing after nearly not making it. And the chance to hold my first grandchild and see life beginning again. Gratitude isn't always fireworks. Sometimes it's a quiet exhale, a whispered, "Thank you," for what hasn't left. And maybe that's enough. Because when you start there, the light finds its way back in.
Well, my goodness. And I forgot to share with the audience and all of us, get your tissues, guys. You might need them. This Dorina, that is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful and so heartfelt. And yeah, that's real. That's real. And when it's easy to say we're grateful when we have everything going on, right? But the real secret, isn't it, to find that, even that little spark, and as you said, that light that's coming in when everything else maybe is appearing opposite. Share with us some of your wisdom, because I know you have a lot. And we'll take small doses of wisdom, but
yeah, how much time do we have? Oh, wait a second. That's the subject of another.
That's right.
Another call. Never mind. I was thinking about this today. I'm like, oh God, there's this and that and that and that. What can I say that would be useful? And I think that people talk about gratitude like it's all or nothing, and it's not all or nothing. Everything can be absolutely terrible, but there could be just that one thing. You don't have to be grateful for everything all at once at the same time. You can be grateful for just one thing, even if everything else is falling apart. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's being near the ocean. Maybe it's having been invited to an interesting conference where you met a bunch of very, very good new prospects, that kind of thing. And in fact, that's exactly what happened to me. I've not been doing too well because things have not been going as well health-wise, and the cat and other stuff. And after recording that thing, I went for the walk on the beach, and I realized, every time I come down here, I'm like, oh, thank God I get to do this every day, unless it's too cold out or we have a hurricane or something. And lo and behold, right after that, I got invited down to Miami to a very important thing that I just got back from yesterday. And oh my God, the business connections, absolutely huge. And I don't think that would have happened had I not looked for, maybe not looked for, noticed what to be grateful for.
Wow. That is okay. Here we go. Get ready. but really it is. I mean, because that is such it's one of those God winks, right? Where you are like, oh my gosh, what am I able to be thankful for? You go down, right, to the ocean, open whatever up in your heart or whatever, and then you're open for the next episode in the chapter of life. That is so beautiful, Dorina, and thank you. We're going to be, again, if you have just like a moment where you have to get in here to share, let me know, or wiggle in your seat or whatever. But Bob, I don't know, don't play the saxophone if you need to get in here, even though he's an incredible musician. Yamilca, let's hear from you. I want to hear from you right now.
Yeah, I loved what Dorina was saying about the ocean. And, as she was talking, it made me think about when I have those little tiny moments that I'm grateful for, like I'm driving my car and all of a sudden I'm like, this is the life I get to live. And being grateful for just that moment in time, I could see why just like a little walk in the ocean or outside can bring in so much goodness to your life.
I love that. I love that. That is, these are all nuggets, everyone. So to our audiences out there who are listening, write these down or just take them in your heart. I mean, a lot of these are just things that most of you know already. It's just that we need to be reminded, all of us, each of us here on the show are being reminded by what the other is saying on how to keep that presence of being thankful and being grateful. And with that, we're going to listen to something that's hot off the press to bring in our holiday season right now.
The candles glow, the laughter flows. The sweetest times our hearts still know.
The stories told, the love that stays, the gifts of yesterday.
The years may change, but still we see the joy of giving endlessly.
The light we share, the words we say, are gifts of love today.
It's the magic of giving things that turns our hearts to love. Each gift we share, each memory made, a grace from God above.
Through every joy we're dreaming of, we find our way. Home is our legacy of love. In the magic of giving thanks, the world feels new again. The past and present meet as one, where every heart's a friend. And what we give in love today will guide the hearts of tomorrow. And every star that shines above will light our way.
Home is our legacy of love today. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Oh, it's the magic of giving thanks that turns our hearts to love. Each gift we share, each memory made, a grace from God above. Through every joy we're dreaming of, we find our way. Home is our legacy of love today. Love lives in every heart it finds. A spark that never fades away. In every breath, in every song, love goes on, guided from above. Home is our legacy of love. Our legacy of love. Our legacy of love.
You know, it almost it feels like a Christmas Hallmark movie in a song. That was so beautiful. And you know, it can really be that simple. And we're talking about gratitude and being grateful and finding ways to give thanks or just to even whatever it is. And Julianne, what did that song or how did that speak to you?
Well, I just moved back to Washington to be with or near my parents, I should say. And it just makes me think about how we perceive things. And, you know, my dad has Parkinson's, and that requires a lot of extra attention. And there's a lot of health issues that come with that that are because of the Parkinson's. So I can sit there and be upset that he has it, or I can sit there and be grateful that I get to help him through this and be there with my family. I spent a few hours at the eye doctor with him the other day. Instead of being upset about I'm spending a couple hours at the eye doctor, I thought I get to take him. My stepmom doesn't have to. I get to take him and spend this time with him. So for me, being grateful for that is way better than feeling sorry for my dad and feeling sorry for myself that he's going through this, because it is what it is. It just, I can be grateful that I get to be there with him. So for me, home is truly important. And I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity and the means to be there for him.
I love that. That brings a little bit of tears to me. Especially for those of us who have lost our parents, to have the gift of a parent still alive, even when they're going through everything. I'm not saying it's peaches and roses all the time, but they're still there to communicate and to have that gratitude, whether it's our kids, our pets, our parents, family. Bob, what say you? Let's hear from you right now.
Well, that answer that Julianne just gave was wonderful, and I get that. Just things come along in life. It certainly isn't easy. Others on this panel going through health issues, pets being struggled in their ability to stay alive. All those kinds of things come along, and it is a way if you can flip it a little bit. Those things happen to us. They're going to happen to us. And to be able to maybe use them as reminders of how amazing things are most of the time. One of my teachers is really good at flipping that. And for example, that, you're healthy a lot of times and then you get sick and you're like, oh my gosh. Or flat tire, you're driving along and you get a flat tire, you're like, oh my God, I got another flat tire, I can't believe it. And then you start thinking about, man, I've driven down a lot of back roads for the last 5 or 6 years and I never got a flat tire. This isn't that bad. I've been lucky all along. So those kinds of things, and that was a wonderful production. Who put that together?
Our wonderful, beautiful Tamara L. Hunter, who is our
amazing
producer. She's amazing. And we have even another great offering that will be having its, we'll say, virgin flight on our show today, too. Another beautiful song. But thank you, Bob, for noticing that and being grateful for it. That's really, really wonderful. We're going to go into our next guest offering here. And so here we go.
Hi, my name is Yamilca Rodriguez. And the reason why being grateful is great for your personality, there are many reasons. One of them is that it turns negativity into positivity. It actually recodes your brain to think in more of a positive tone, which then in turn gives you more confidence, less stress. It helps you really reframe the way that you've been thinking either about yourself or about other people. And it really helps get through those things that we feel are difficult or are too much for us. Just those little things. It doesn't have to be a big thing that we're grateful for. It can be a small thing that we're grateful for that changes our life or personality forever.
I love that nugget right at the end, Yamilca. I'm going to bring you up now. This is how we do it. We've got, and when you said that changes your life or your, and you say that in this beautiful way, personality forever. And before you also talked about magic of gratitude. I'd love for you to sprinkle that all over us in the audience here. What you mean by those things.
Yeah, well, there's a few things that I mean by that. And one of them is being true to ourselves, being true to who we are, being true to being who we are and not being ashamed or afraid of being who you truly are. A lot of times I think, and it's happened to me, we try to hide behind other things. For example, whether it's our career or our, what we know a lot about, our expertise. And really, I think it's important to show who you really are as an individual, as a human. Because as far as I know there's a lot of talk about aliens, but I haven't seen any myself. So I think it's really about connecting and commuting with other people. One of the things that really kind of hit me was when Julianne was talking about her father. And I'm so grateful to have both my parents, especially my mother moved here 2 years ago. She lives 5 minutes away from me. And I am so grateful for that because I spent so little time with her for so long, when she was far in another country. And now she's here. And I get to take her out every day. Like every time I have to go either to the grocery store, I'm like, hey, you want to come with me to the grocery store? Just simple things like that I can go and get her and we can be together and we can talk. And I'm so, so grateful for that.
Oh, I love that. That is definite magical sprinkles all over us. That gratitude and the happiness, Yamilca, that you have about being able to share it with a loved one when you didn't have it before, kind of tying back into what Bob was also saying about, the flat tire, syndrome, and Julianne, as well as Dorina, of not having something, having it and then not having it, and then having it again. There's a different perspective, and that's also a theme I'm seeing and hearing with everyone here. Dorina, what say you? Let's hear from you a little bit on this topic.
Well, you get what you expect. And if you have gratitude, you're expecting things to be good. So you are being that person, you're exuding that level of energy that attracts great things. If you're sitting there looking at everything and how bad it is, it's like, oh, this is terrible, that's terrible, the other thing's terrible. That's the only thing you're going to notice. And and what you focus on expands. It's been said many times. So focus on anything good you can find.
Absolutely.
everything that isn't working. Because wherever you go, you're going to have problems. You've got $1 billion company, you're going to have problems. I mean, everybody's got problems. Focus on the stuff that'll move you forward instead of hold you back.
I love that. And, it's what you were saying about people, everyone has problems, whether you have billions of dollars, whether you have no money, but it's the people that I notice, and I'm sure you all notice here, as well as our audience, who just are grateful no matter what their circumstance is. That you go, I want what they're having. If you're not feeling that way, that is the magic. That is the magic elixir of life, almost, isn't it? To have that gratitude and to be grateful and to be thankful. And that's what the show is about, how gratitude changes everything, no matter what. No matter what. So are we ready for another beautiful offering? Let's listen to this. All right.
Some wake up thankful for the morning sun, counting blessings one by one. The laughter of children, the songs of friends, the love that never ends. In every smile, in every view, Thanksgiving shines in all we do.
There's grace in gratitude, a thankful heart renewed. Through the joy and through the trials, love will see us through. Every breath's a miracle, each kindness shining true. There's grace in gratitude.
Then come the days that test our faith, when dreams seem far and plans must wait. Yet even then we choose to see the gift that pain can be. For thankfulness will light our way and guide us home each day. A grateful soul can find the song and lessons learned when things go wrong. The rain that falls, the stars above, each one a whisper of love.
There's grace in gratitude, and hearts that still believe. When we live in thanks each moment, our lives become reprieve.
For every hope and heartbeat true, each prayer that carries through. There's grace in gratitude and thanksgiving too.
There's thanks in gratitude. There's grace in gratitude. There's grace in gratitude.
Well, another beautiful offering. And yeah, who wants to go first with a few words? And
I will.
okay, you got it, girl.
As I'm listening to it, I'm sitting there going, this thing pretty much sums up, the song pretty much sums up everything everybody said on this call so far.
I love it. Yes, Dorina, absolutely right. Yep. Juliana. I'm feeling something from you.
Well, I just keep on thinking about how being grateful and being thankful don't necessarily have anything to do with what's going on around you. It really is a state of being and a state of mind. And if you look around, you will find something, like Dorina said, what we focus on expands, and the opportunities are always there. We have to keep our eyes open to see them and train our brains to look for the positive. I'm not saying ignore the negative and, put our heads in the sand, but we don't have to be Pollyanna either. We can just be grateful for the little things. I'm grateful that I look out my living room window and I see the ocean.
Oh,
I mean, not everybody, I've never had that before. So,
oh, I love that. Just had to do it. Bob, what say you, sir?
Yes. Well, I really enjoyed that. And I also, Julianne, that concept, that idea of training your brain to notice these things, to just have an awareness. We got a computer world happening, so having some little desktop file that is gratitude, and every once in a while, your subconscious, you notice something that is like, wow, I look out my window and I get to see this. Boom, that's in that folder. That goes right there. And you can really train your brain to notice those little things. And it makes the day so much fun to find the littlest tiny things that suddenly spring up. And it's almost a search image. I remember renting a car once from an airport, and I walked out there and I get closer, and there is this yellow car, and I'm like, who has a yellow car? What the heck? I'm going to be embarrassed driving around. I know it sounds funny. I'm going to be embarrassed driving around this yellow car for the next 3 days. And then I said, well, I don't have time to go back and change it, so I'm just going to go. And I started seeing yellow cars everywhere. And still to this day, I notice yellow cars because I created something, a search thing, and they were always there. Same thing with gratitude.
Oh, I love that, Bob. Yes, retrain your mind, and entrainment. What you focus on expands, as Dorina said. This is how we create our reality, and we have that opportunity going forward, don't we, for the rest of this tiny bit of 2025 to really say, how am I viewing my life? And as Julianne said, how can I just find the gratitude in anything and everything without it being even external? So with that, we're going to go into this right now.
Gratitude changes everything. It's not just a mindset, it's a shift in how you experience life. Hi, my name is Ann Meyer, and there was a time when I focused only on what was missing, what I hadn't achieved, what I'd lost, or what I thought should have gone differently. But when I started to truly see what was already right in front of me, everything began to change. Appreciation grounds me, it slows me down, and reminds me that even in the hard moments, there's still good. A lesson, a connection, a quiet reminder that life is still happening for me, not to me. And choosing gratitude brings me peace. It gives me clarity. It shifts my focus from what's lacking to what's possible. For me, being thankful isn't just a practice, it's perspective. It's how I stay centered, hopeful, and open to all the beauty that's already here.
How cool is that? And Julianne, we're going to bring you up. So hold please. We have our little maneuverings here. It's just how it all works here on our platform. So yeah, Tell us a little bit more about that. I'm using the word magic a lot, and that magic feeling, elixir.
It's my favorite word. And really, it's how you decide to look at anything, because it doesn't have to. And I know I use the word practice, but you can make it a game. It can be fun. It could be something that, you just gamify life. The more fun you have, the more likely you are to do that. And I just keep on getting this like download. I need to share this really quick story. When I lived in Italy, and I was taking an art class, and every week we would go to the same spot because it was a landscape class. And I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks, I'd been painting this one spot. And we're talking minimum hour and a half for 5 weeks. And all of a sudden I noticed this building that was there. Now, this didn't just suddenly erect. I'd literally been staring at this piece of land for 7, 8 hours straight. And I finally saw this building that was over 100 years old sitting there. And in that moment, I realized that's always been there. And from that moment on, I realized there's always good. There's always opportunity. We just have to see it. And it doesn't mean that it's not there, but we have to open up our eyes and really look. And that's kind of, like I said, it doesn't have to be, it can be fun. It could be a game. So why not gamify?
Ooh. Absolutely. Gamify magic, gratitude, reality, whatever you're looking for, right? Oh
I mean,
my.
it's you're living your life. You might as well make it as much fun as you possibly can. So, why not? Why not just look for the joy in it? Make it, we all have a sandwich we don't necessarily want to eat, and we get to pick which one that is, but we might as well make the best of it, because we don't get a do-over.
Hey, that is really, yeah, we don't get a do-over, right? Maybe a makeover, but not a do-over. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yamilca, what say you?
Yes. One of the things that it really reminded me of, I talk a lot about brand therapy, but gratefulness really helped with therapy in my relationship. My husband and I, every single night, not like we don't skip it. We tell each other what we're grateful for before we go to bed. And that has really helped our relationship. It doesn't have to be, I'm grateful for you, or I'm grateful for that. It can be anything that we're grateful for. And just hearing that from your loved one, it just feels there to witness. And so I think that being grateful has actually saved our marriage in a way, because now we can see much more of each other through letting each other know what we're grateful for.
Ooh, wow. Who wants to tag off of that one? That was huge.
I will.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it reminds me too. I do a practice where I write down 5 different things I'm grateful for every morning, and they have to be different. I'm sure I've accidentally repeated something, but it really gets me to look and see what there is. And after maybe 1 or 2 months of that, my husband at the time said, "What's going on with you? You seem so much more happy." And it was very interesting because he didn't know I was doing that. And that was the only change I had made. And this is somebody who doesn't notice things like that. So for him to notice was really cool. And, I just think that that's what Yamilca is experiencing with her husband. They're seeing that in each other now. And why not? Why not focus on what's good?
I love that. And we have Caroline Brown in our audience here, who said we have to see the opportunity in ourselves before the good in others. Exactly. We have to have it within before we can see it without. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Julianne. I love that. Now I'm seeing some purple hearts coming up. So we do have the Purple Hearts Club. And so here we go. So for those in our audience and in our community here with the fabulous show, and for our guests here, the Purple Hearts Club was started by one of our dear friends and part of our community who passed on. And so we always love to remember that particular beautiful woman, as well as all of our loves who have gone on before us. Because guess what, guys? As we say, this ain't a dress rehearsal. And, life can be a little short, right? So why not fill it with gratitude and being thankful for the days, the months, the years, and we never know that we have left in order to celebrate our lives, ourselves, and our fabulous life, right? Our fabulous life. So we have a little bit more time, and I want to do a little bit of a round robin here. And Dorina, I'm going to start with you first, my dear friend, and I'm going to move you over here. Oh my goodness!
I am grateful for our new cat.
Your new baby's beautiful.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I got her a few months ago, and she likes being in front of the computer when I'm on a call.
Of course.
It's the best place to be. What did you ask me? I was too focused on the cat.
Well, you're being focused on being grateful for your fur angels, correct? And
yes, absolutely. They are a godsend.
Yes, they are. And also, and just being grateful for, even that rocky path that we might have to tread, right? You're going in for surgery tomorrow, and I'm not going to go into what it is, but you have that to look forward to tomorrow.
Oh,
and yet,
joy, yes. And I've got so much follow-up to do. That I want to do based on the last few days. Now I'm like, God, I wonder how long it's going to take me to get back into shape so I can get back to doing what I want to do.
And isn't that wonderful to have something to be grateful and to look forward to, even speed up that beautiful process, or process, as we say in Canada, of healing. And we wish you well, Dorina. All of us wish you well and speedy healing and success tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of last March.
We want, you've already done that. You've already been there, done that.
Done that. We don't do it twice. We only do that once.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think lightning really strikes twice, does it, Bob? What do you think? Bob? I'm going to have you come up here and share some words.
I'm going to stay out of that, whether it does hit twice, but I don't think it's going to hit twice here.
Yeah. And so, go ahead, dear. Mm-hmm.
Well, I just am just grateful for all these amazing words and the things that everybody is saying. It just sounds so perfect. And what a wonderful opportunity for us to think about these things. I got a question for you, Joy. What does grateful mean to you?
Oh my. Well, how long do we really have?
It's your show.
Oh, well, let's see. Grateful to me. It means, right now, it means being with my family and my loved ones. And I have my daughter visiting me this weekend. We've been going through my old photos. She came down to help me. And we were in the floods of Southern California here. She came down from Santa Barbara. And it's to be grateful for a roof over our heads, to be dry, to be sharing laughs and tears, looking at these old photographs and being able to share with her family members that have long gone, or, ancestors, great-grandparents and grandparents that she never met, as well as to see her life when she was a little girl growing up. And she was like, I don't even remember that house. And to be able to see her delight and her taking pictures and saying, I want this picture because she's helping me put them together for the other family members. And that means so much. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for asking, Bob. Thank you. And Yamilca, let's get you in here. And
Yeah, so I think I'm feeling grateful for people. Joy, I'm feeling grateful for you and everybody on this call. Dorina, I know you. And Julian, I think we've met before. And Bob, nice to meet you and very great to be here with you guys. I'm also so grateful to my family. You know, we get to have a Thanksgiving in family this year, which I'm so, so grateful for. And so grateful for everybody that I've met in this journey of life. Every single individual, they have meant something in my life. And I'm also not being looking at the other side of things. I'm also grateful for things I've been able to let go. That's the hardest thing for me to do. And I am so grateful for being able to let go of some energies that weren't feeling great. And that was very hard for me, but I'm grateful for it.
that is really, again, that is just an incredible nugget of wisdom too from all of us and from you, Yamilca, to be grateful for what is no longer around. And with that, I'm going to have Julianne come in, and then we're almost going to be able to wrap up this show, even though I know we could be here for a long time. And so, Julianne, I'd love your final thoughts here too.
You know, I love this idea of being grateful, of letting go of things. And for me, I was thinking about, you know, paying for purpose, because a lot of us are going through some, especially with the holidays, it's not always easy in the holidays. And, you know, I'm so grateful that I never gave up, and I just kept going. I literally came from not having a place to live, being on food stamps, like the whole, you name it, the bottom of, you know, the barrel for me. And now I get to be here near my parents in the home, and I've got my, you know, I've got everything I could ever ask for. And I'm actually able to share now, so other people don't have to go down so far down the ladder as I did. And I really do believe that, you know, if we just show up as ourselves authentically, that we can really help other people by showing hope, and that you too can make it.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. And so one parting word, and yes, being grateful, as you were saying, Julianne and Yamilca, for letting go, and Julianne for being grateful for where you've been, and that you get to then share the gifts of your own learning. So perhaps someone else can learn the lesson and maybe not have to go down the same road. I know, Bob, you're a teacher also, and just an incredible person, and Dorina. And, you know, I feel that everyone here has something that you love to share with the world. Your level of gratitude, your level of joy in living, and as well as the pain that you've been through. And that gives that beautiful meaning to your life experience that you can then share with others. So we are going to be wrapping this up very, very soon. And it has been my delight, my joy, and I'm so grateful for you, Bob, coming on and sharing your wisdom and your resonance of your soul with us. You're just an incredible person. Yamilca, for sharing your magic and your sprinkles and delight. Julianne, for gracing us with your wisdom and your purpose and your passion. And Dorina, your lovely perspectives amidst whatever you've gone through, that how to keep focused so that you can keep creating the story and the life that you want to truly give. And with that, we're going to say, see you next week, and be grateful. And we're grateful for you. All right. Bye now.